what are we doing today? Well, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the fish wagon to come. So, just a little background information. From what I could tell, the stocking rate, it's 200 catfish, the like 9-inch catfish per acre. And my lake's running a little low, so I figured if it at the top it would be 5 acres, so 5 acres times 2 is 1,000 fish. But they don't deliver for orders under 1,200 fish. So I decided that I could kind of put a little insurance and put some other fish in my other much smaller ponds, and that way if the lake were to dry up, which I hope not, I hope all my precautions will pay off, I would still have some catfish to harvest to, those were the geese running toward me. Always the birds always make noise when you seem to be talking. It's almost like they're jealous or something. Anyway, so I'm kind of hanging out looking at at the county road so I don't miss this guy. I already opened my gates to make it quick or more expedient, and he has because I have such poor cell phone service here, I am sure he's with a carrier that doesn't work, because we could barely talk. So I'm pretty sure he knows how to get here at this point. But anyway, I'm just gonna wait here with the gator and meet him at one of the gates by the lake. And then I also, in addition to the channel cats, I ordered some minnows, because the lake, because it dried up, it probably has no feeder fish or any kind of swimming aquatic life. There might be some aquatic life by now, because it's actually had water in it for the last 4 months. But I just want to make sure that the catfish can thrive. So that's pretty much all I really know. I tried to get a little bit more information on the phone, but I did receive some. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. We're waiting around for fish. It's kind of exciting because I've never done this before, and I look forward to learning something new. So here we go. Just thought I'd show you how pretty it is here, in the shade anyway. It's still very humid. It rained a little bit. It poured in other areas, but it bypassed me mostly. Beautiful with the wind. Well, there's the fish truck. Good seeing you. So how do you figure out how many you get in the thing? Oh. I thought you were serious.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Actually count.
You sure are cute. The other gentleman that I was talking to on the phone, he said something about how you're supposed to like equalize the water temperature.
I got that picture.
No, but when I go way up to the top, he said something about every 30 seconds I pour a cup of water in to, no. Okay.
We got 2 ponds we're going to?
You're going to 2. I'm going to go to a 3rd one. So
How many you got catfish going in here?
I'm going to say 900. Tell me whether I'm overestimating or
How
not.
big pond?
Well, it looks like it's about 4 acres right now. It's less on water because it was no water at all. Was that a free crawdad? Does it look about right to you, 4 acres? I mean, I kind of need your opinion because, like I said, I've never stocked it, and it was stocked with bass and perch and that kind of thing, not catfish before. So to make a natural environment, do you think I should put some cedar trees in there, like branches and things? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hand me one of the buckets over there?
Sure. As many that, how many ever those guys need, I guess.
About 60 pounds of it.
Okay.
I'm just setting out of the sun.
Okay, yeah, I figured. I can be your little helper.
How big are the other 2 ponds?
Much smaller, like maybe an acre, half an acre. And they have fish in them already. They're more established. This one, like I said, was totally dry. So I'm setting up culverts to make sure it keeps water in it. The previous owner didn't tell me how it worked before, and that culvert washed out for refilling purposes. So I found out the hard way 8 years later. How long you been doing this anyway? I'm sorry, I'm messing up your count.
30 years.
Wow. With the way things are these days, everything's robotic. I figure there'd be some kind of counting machine.
I can't do it that way. Put them in the bag.
Oh, the bag makes a difference? Okay. Well, there they are. They got released all at once. I guess time's of the essence when it's in the bucket.
Yep.
But when it's in the bag, it's not as critical. But you get 45 minutes.
As you can see, the ones that we were worried about is something.
So I was told by Larry there's no dilly-dallying. Those 4 buckets are going to be with minnows. Then he's going to turn around and I'm going to meet him at the next pond. Okay, so this is the last haul. So this is what it'll look like if you go pick it up at, say, a co-op. They put them in bags, and then you have 45 minutes to get them to the destination in the bag. Unlike the buckets, that it's almost, you better move very quickly with buckets, because I think that the air is injected in the bag. So there's the hose for the airbag. Smile. What's the maximum you would say somebody should take in bags? Like not what I had going on here, right?
Well, our bags, we have bags with we have bags.
Okay, that big?
Yeah. That makes fish, yes, we have bags.
All right, I'm crawling down here so I can receive the bag. All right, it seems like time is of the essence when it comes to fish. So I'm to get these fish up to the pond, up the hill as fast as I can. So the bags were put upside down inside the lickum tub. I told you those lickum tubs are good to have for just about anything you need. And put them in the pond as quick as possible. So the minnows that I got, in addition to the catfish, that are the faster populating fish. They breed quicker. So 2 of the ponds were established, but the lake here obviously lost a lot of its ecosystem because it pretty much dried up to a bone. So I'm a little less concerned that they'll have food to eat up at the other 2 ponds, but they're getting minnows anyway. So this will be the first time across the culvert, which I know doesn't have enough dirt, but it looks pretty good. It rained here this morning a little bit, not as much as in Sulphur Springs where it poured. I was really nervous. Now the truck they were using made it so that I had to have my gator to put the fish into the pond. So what I didn't get to film was that some of the catfish were albino. I got 3 of them. So I guess whoever catches those are, it's going to be kind of interesting. Could have a little contest even, as to, extra bonus points if you catch an albino catfish. But anyway, on my way up the hill, trying to stay in the shadow as much as possible. So from what Larry was telling me is when the catfish are in the buckets, they'll surface, meaning that they're looking for oxygen. With the lack of rain coming down, but just enough, it caused the humidity level to be incredibly high. So anyway, this outfit was from Arkansas. There's a number of companies that sell stock fish. Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Arkansas are the primary ones here that supplement Texas. I'm sure there's some Texas suppliers, but I didn't see any advertised at the co-op, so I went with where I could find the number. Wildflowers coming up. It's full spring right now. All the Indian paintbrushes, the orange flowers, my favorites. eternity when you're trying to get it done. That's all from the pigs, those bumps. When they root around, it would have been nice if they didn't root around on my road. That's where they rooted. Here's the cabin. Be a little bit of a challenge to get down there because that's very yellow clay that we're looking at. All right. So what I'm doing here is I'm letting the fish acclimate to the difference in temperature in my pond. The temperature of the truck is probably cooler than what I have here, and because they put it on ice. So I was told to let them acclimate, kind of like you do like a goldfish when you bring it back from the pet store. So these are the minnows right here. And you could see an albino catfish right there. I thought it was a goldfish at first. Kind of there's a couple of them. I was told to wait a couple of minutes for the acclimation to happen. It's like everything, when you do it for the first time, you're really unsure as to whether you're doing it right. But anyway, I'm gonna let some of these minnows go. I'll tell you what, Larry was a no-nonsense kind of guy. He was straight to business, which is quite all right. He's been doing it for a number of years. I think he said 30. So, sorry I didn't show you carting these lugs down, but I really felt like time was of the essence. I think Larry instilled some urgency. So there go the minnows. gonna have to pause here so I can get this rubber band off. You can see the albinos. Anyway, here we go. This is actually a better environment because it's already an established environment. All right. Well, mission complete. I hope it was successful. But anyway, I got them up here. They look like they were in really good shape. Almost better shape than the ones that I just used the buckets with. So if you were to pick up fish at a co-op or a feed store, wherever their drop-off is, I'd suggest bringing your own buckets, because that way, just in case one of the bags were to break, although I'll tell you what, those rubber bands are really hard to get off, because you put them in upside down. If it were to break or the bag get punctured, at least you have the ability to capture your fish. Well, the project wouldn't be complete unless you have mud on your boots. All right, well, we'll see how this goes.